Come on.
Push the okay button.
We're on. We're live. Get ready. Party face. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Right Away After Party. We are getting in state so we can talk to you today. My name's Kath,
And I'm Nick.
and we're just trying to get over our gray mood, our gray day, so that after this, we can get down to do some serious writing.
Yes,
Yes?
exactly. Exactly.
Exactly. So I had a rotten interview and Nick had a tough day at her new job. And
Yes.
this is the life of a writer. We don't always have the privilege of coming to the page all
No.
fabulous and feeling great and feeling like I can rock this story.
Yeah. Not always. Not always. No.
No, in fact, I'm going to tell you, this has nothing to do with the topic we're going to talk about today. But But last night in my book study, we're reading Annie Dillard's The Writing Life.
Oh, nice.
She says this, let me read. The writer must be sufficiently excited to rouse himself. Don't you hate that she's writing in the mail? Like, the writer must be sufficiently excited to rouse themselves to the task at hand, but not so excited they can't sit down to write about it. They must have faith sufficient to impel and renew the work, yet not so much faith that they fancy they are writing well when they're not.
Well,
So,
who is they?
well, I just said they instead of saying he.
No, I know. Oh, she
You know,
writes in the he.
he writes in the he in that moment, and I'm like, yeah, yeah, I'm sorry.
Well, there we talk about voice. We like leap right into voice from there then. Because
Anyway, yeah, we're going to
talk
talk
about
about what
perspective, right? POV, perspective.
POV.
Yes.
My
So
point
that
of view.
POV was in he, and you changed it to they because you didn't like the he.
Yeah, I did. It's probably not very PC of me.
Yes.
I didn't think it was
Well,
very PC in the book either. So
I
so
don't think so either. Like
anyway,
a
hey,
little
there's
presumptuous thinking that it's a he.
so here we go. We're going to talk about point of view.
Yes.
First person, I.
Yes. I,
Second person,
you,
third person,
they.
he, she, it, they. Yeah.
Yeah.
Person. Then you have your fantastic omniscient narrator, the one that sees everything from way up high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The she, he, they, and all of them together, mixed together like a watercolor.
And it took me a while. I don't know about you, but it took me a while to understand. Yes, I knew the difference about telling a story from my perspective and telling a story from somebody else's perspective, but
Yes.
I didn't know the power of each one.
Okay. Yeah. The different
How, for
dynamics.
example, yeah,
Hmm.
and how, for example, the first person narration makes your story so immediate,
Yes.
especially if you're telling it first person present tense.
Yes.
There's all that to take into account.
Yeah. I think it's really important to figure out like what your story is doing. Like, right? Like what do you want your story to do? So like
Yeah.
is your story conveying a story? Is your story like immediate action? Is your story like this long kind of like journey, like, oh, we're gonna go way back to when she was a baby and take her all the way to her adulthood. Like it's just gonna be this meandering kind of
Epic.
story. So I think you have to figure out the vehicle of the story before you can figure out the POV of the story. In my opinion, that's my opinion. I think if you're an
Opinion.
actiony, like, you know, I think you have to figure out what it is how you, maybe the mood, maybe that's what I'm looking for, like the mood of the story. Maybe
Hmm.
the mood dictates the POV. What do you think?
Hmm. I think there's something to be said about that. Probably not today, because we spent so much time jumping around and getting in state that, like, we're almost out of time. And that's a
All right, so
thing.
join us for part two when we actually talk about actual POV. Point
I
of
thought
view.
we had a good start here with the POV.
We had a little bit of a start. This is a party after all. So,
Where are the balloons? I want balloons.
woo! Here, I'll put hand balloons.
All right, join us for part two.
Yay!
Yay!